electrical and electronics components. Now, when you look at electrical and electronics components, it is also one of the components of a mechatronic system. So I will be using this component now called the transducers. Now, when you look at transducer, transducer converts one electrical signal to or non-electrical signal to electrical signal. So that is what transducer does. For instance, now if I speak or if I make a statement now and I say uh, this is a troubleshooting now, and I say that in a microphone, so that microphone will definitely convert that my signal that is not electrical signal to an electrical signal. So it's a typical example of a transducer. So it converts non-electrical signal to electrical signal. And transducer can either be sensors, so it can either be sensors or it can be actuators. So for the sensors, it is used as input device. The sensors, they are used as input device, while the actuators, they are basically used as the output devices or output device. Now, for instance, now if I need to, you know, get the temperature of my environment, there is a need for me to sense the temperature of my environment. Then I can use a temperature sensor to achieve that. So when it senses that, then that's my environmental temperature, which is not an electrical signal, can then be converted to an electrical signal. So now we have a couple of these transducers in mechatronic systems. We have the lights, we have the temperature, we have proximity, we have the pressure, and we have infrared sensors. And we also have motors and solenoids. We have sound output such as bells, buzzers, and loudspeakers. So these are some of the transducers that we have in mechatronic system. So we are going to look at some of these transducers under sensors and under actuators. Now let's take a look at sensors. Sensors are used to measure changes in the environment around them. Sensors are used to measure changes in the environment around them. And these are done by sensor by taking a signal from the environment, and when that signal has been taken from the environment, such a signal will then be converted into electrical or electronic signal. In a mechatronic system, there are many of them that are used, you know such as we have lights using photoresistor. If I want to sense the light in an environment, now I might decide to use a sensor called like a photo resistor. So, and that will achieve that purpose. Then we have level and displacement. If I want to achieve level and displacement, I might use a potentiometer. Then for direction or tilt, I might use a magnetic sensor. And also for sound, I just as I've taken an example of that uh, you know that a microphone is also a very vital transducer. You can also use that microphone to achieve what? To achieve sound. Then I mean, to sense the sound of the person that is talking. Then talking about the stress and pressure, we can do that using the strain gauge, and for touch using micro switch, for temperature using thermistors, and humidity using conductivity sensors. So these are some of the sensors that are incorporated in a mechatronic system to give a better result. So and we need to understand that they have applications in most of the mechatronic systems that we have in the market today. Now, these sensors, they are basically used as input devices. Input in the sense that they will sense the environment. They will produce the initial signal. They will produce the initial the initial input that we need, and that is why we call it an input device. Okay, now let's take a look at actuators now.